Well, welcome back. Holidays, time for celebration, as you know, but they can be stressful times as well for those who are struggling with alcohol or drug addiction and dealing with loved ones who are in recovery as well during the holidays. Here with us is Rusty Phillips, addiction expert and director of clinical services at the Townsend Treatment Center. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This is a time of celebration, but of course, either if you are or a family member is dealing with addiction, it could be a tough time, a stressful time. Let's talk about some of the stressors.
Yeah, thanks for letting us come in and talk about this. Holidays are always a stressful time for anybody. For someone that is in recovery, or especially early recovery, the holiday season can bring upon stressors. You have family coming into town, you have financial stressors, you have parties you have to attend. And so all of these stressors can compound upon you and evoke these emotions that can really bring about some additional stressors and triggers that could potentially lead to relapse. And so folks that are in early recovery need to understand that these feelings are normal, it's okay, and that we can do something about them.
So let's talk about what to do about that. I mean, you have a little time as you lead into the holidays. Is there a special way to prepare?
Absolutely. It's important to have a plan. And so creating an action plan is something that people should do beforehand. Don't wait until it's too late. So if I know what my stressors are, I can do something about them. For instance, a lot of times in early recovery, people say, well, I'll just stay home and not go anywhere. That actually increases anxiety. It increases these fears, which in turn can trigger urges to drink and use. So while going out to a local bar may not be the actual plan, surround yourself with close friends, family members who can help you to get through any type of stressors that you're experiencing at that time. Something else you can do is know what some local 12-step recovery groups are. Go to a meeting where you won't feel alone. Also, you'll feel like you're accepted and that there are others that are just like you in recovery.
And those are great tips for people who are dealing with it. Let's talk about a little bit about the family members and the hosts of these parties. I mean, they should be aware of this as well, and they can do some things to help out too.
Absolutely. So we aren't alone, and we don't recover alone. So it's important to surround ourselves with people that can support us. And so part of the Action Recovery Plan is knowing which invitations to accept. And so if I'm in early recovery, I'm going to go to a party that's hosted by someone who can support me. And so surrounding it with events, games, anything that can promote a sense of well-being is always a plus.
And for people out there who are looking for a little help getting this action plan together, or just a host who's looking for a way to make it a little more of a gentle landing for people with addiction, is there any resources to send them to, anywhere they can go to get some more help or information?
Yeah, we can always go to aa.org or na.org for additional resources. The thing to remember is that we don't have to treat anybody any differently. I think that is the one thing that most folks don't want. They've already had enough stigma associated with the illness of addiction. And so the best thing we can do is just treat them just like anybody else.
I love that. We'll end it there. Rusty, thank you very much.